But first, we start in Tracy at the scene of Thursday's massive warehouse fire. Smoke from that fire is finally out, and now the long process of cleanup for the million-square-foot facility is beginning.
ABC 10's Austin Castro is live in Tracy with more on the work being done today to clear that site. Good morning, Austin.
Jay and Carolina, good morning. Yes, fire crews are still actively working here to try to get this fire under control. It is mostly contained, but even though most of the fire is out, there are still parts of it that are still smoldering at this hour. Now, the scene here is certainly looking much different compared to when the fire first broke out on Thursday, with those plumes of smoke going into the air. Now, let me step out of the way and show you how it is looking here at this hour. Now, you can see parts of it still smoldering, and we're also getting a better look at the damage. You can see fire crews with that stream of water trying to access the center part of the warehouse. Of course, this is one of the largest warehouse fires in U.S. history that ultimately destroyed this 1 million square foot building. Now, demolition of the Medline medical supply warehouse started on Sunday, with the building considered a total loss. Tracy Fire said they are now trying to move some of the leftover debris out of the way to access those remaining hotspots. They also explained how a building of this size is packed with a lot of content, and significant portions of the building already collapsed. Now, Tracy Fire Battalion Chief Paul O'Neill also described the challenges they are dealing with in the process.
Biggest challenge probably is the size of the building and length and width. Now we're more in the phase of what we call mop up. Still a challenge though, because we have a problem accessing the center of the building because our water can't reach that far in.
And we're also learning that Cal OSHA has already made several visits to the site here. Officials say there has also been air and groundwater monitoring in the area to help reduce the risk to the community. And back out here live, you can see fire crews still very actively working to try to get those remaining hotspots that are here. Now, the demolition work did go on pause overnight. However, we're told the plan is to have those demolition crews and some heavy machinery back here later this morning to continue that work. Live in Tracy, Austin Castro, ABC 10.
Austin, thank you so much for the update. The Tracy warehouse fire has brought increased concern for hospitals in Northern California. Medline serves as one of the main distribution centers for medical supplies in the region. Sutter Health tells ABC 10 they don't expect broad impacts, while UC Davis Health says they're asking employees to be careful with supplies until they can evaluate the fire's full impact.
Meantime, investigators are working to figure out how the fire spiraled out of control so quickly. Officials say firefighters did not initially see any sprinklers activate inside the building, and hydrants on the property lacked water pressure. They say the fire system at the Medline warehouse was tested in January, including pumps, hydrants, and alarm systems. Warehouses are required to test their fire suppression systems annually to ensure sprinkler heads and valves are working, typically through a third-party company. Every 5 years, facilities must also complete an internal pipe inspection to make sure water flow is not obstructed.
We continue to follow impacts and investigations related to this fire throughout the shows, as well as how Tracy residents are coping with the disaster.